This video isn't really a list of things to do or a how-to or anything like that. It's more of a discussion starter, I think. That's how I see it. And it's meant to bring up a topic. I will give you my perspective on it, and I'll be very, very happy if you engaged with me in a conversation in the comments below, or I don't know, reached out to me on LinkedIn or wherever you like to talk to me, and see where it takes us. Because I think the question, do we really understand what the website is, might be trivial at first, but if you think about it, it's more complex than that. And here I am telling you my perspective on this. Websites are really funny creatures. And over the time, I think they evolved a lot. And nowadays, we really expect websites to do so many things, and definitely many more things than in the past. Well, especially in the world that is so dominated by mobile apps, and you have web apps, right? The position of a website isn't as clear anymore. Are they more of a mobile application because, well, they work on small screens and they are responsive, right? And therefore, I don't know, portable, right? Or are they more of a web application because they are on the internet, on the web, and they often serve a specific purpose, just like a web application? Or perhaps one might argue that websites are entirely the marketing endeavor because, well, they serve as the hub for all marketing efforts. Let me confuse you even more than that before we start to untangle this mess. Websites are all of those things, in my opinion, and even more than that. Many might not realize, but websites are so firmly rooted in the ecosystem of any business that as a result, they reach into all departments ruled by their own experts who eventually need to come together to produce a website that works for business. And that's the tricky part, trust me. To toss another layer of complexity, we have the agency who is to produce such website, who brings their own army of experts who are assured of their own ways. And that's another one to the mix. And let the fight begin, right? My point is that the definition of a website, it really depends on where you sit. For a salesperson or a marketer, a website is a source of prospects. It's or perhaps a tool to expand the outreach of a business or a marketing campaign. To a business analyst, it's a goldmine of data of consumer behavior. To a designer, it's just a piece of portfolio that showcases the latest usability and accessibility trends. To a developer, it's a mix of components and thousands of lines of code. Do you see why one might struggle to pinpoint what a website actually is? There is one more perspective undeniably present in every single website build: the client's perspective. And to the client, a website is a collection of pages, sometimes features. Briefs often mention that the client requires an About Us page, obviously a home page, Contact Us page, and so on. And likely in the following section in that brief, there is a mention of a newsletter or a CRM integration. The trouble is that in the builder's eyes, these requests, they feel a bit futile. If you work in an agile environment, just like we do here at NerdCow, you will treat a website as a collection of components, independent components that come together to build a website. As an example, there is a paragraph component, there is a button component, there is a form field component, and only when they come together, you can create a homepage, the About Us page, or the contact page. Let me help you out with an analogy. Let's imagine a house project. As a client, you will demand that the house has a bedroom, a living room, a garden, and maybe a garage, right? And these are our pages. But as a developer, what you really hear is 8,000 bricks, 10 windows, 100 meters of wires, and 500 roof tiles. These are our components which make the client's requirements feasible. And the same applies to a website. I really believe that's where all the disagreements come from. It's because to truly understand what the website is, we need that holistic understanding of everyone's perspective and needs. Only then we can start to formulate a plan that is satisfactory to all parties involved. It's fair to say that a website is precisely what we need it to be, as long as we listen to each other. Nothing more, nothing less. If a company needs a website for generating leads, it's just that. It's a marketing tool that keeps the pipeline full. If an individual needs to showcase their work, well, then a website becomes an online portfolio. It's simple as that. On the final note, what I want to say is that a design sprint, which we heavily use here at NerdCow, it brings everyone's vision to the same level and makes the progress possible without leaving anyone behind. So by the end of it, all participants, they feel appreciated and they feel that their contributions were valued thanks to tangible discussions and collaborative workshops. So here's the question for you. I always leave you with a question, and it won't be any different this time. How do you define a website? How does your company define a website? Please kindly let me know in the comments. If you're interested to hear more about websites, project management, agile development, and whatever else that's website related, please leave a like, subscribe to our channel. It means hell of a lot to us, and it helps to build a fantastic community of people with like-minded individuals. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.